I was sent of God to lie to you since you did not want to believe his word. I will now deceive you by telling you what you want to hear.
Jesus came back already. Sleep with whoever you want. God is your puppet. He does what you want, and he worships you.
There are times when God will send demonic spirits himself as a form of judgment to intermingle with people so that they will fall. This is whenever they set up an idol in their heart towards something that God doesn't want them to have, but they want to continue to push for it. So God's like, all right, bet that's what you want. I'm going to intermingle that spirit with you. So now everything that you do is wrong. I want you to listen to my notes that I have here from Isaiah 19:14. The Bible says, the Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. When you take a look in the NLT, it reads, the Lord has sent a spirit of foolishness on them, so all their suggestions are wrong. They cause the land of Egypt to stagger like a sick drunkard. Now, when you take a look at the word mingled, it means perverse. Or no, let me take that back. When you take a look at the word mingled, it means to mix, okay? It means to mix. Think about that. It means to mix. All right. When you take a look at the word that's used for perverse, it means a distortion. All right. So God had a spirit, a demonic spirit that he was going to mix with them to present distortion so that they would err in all that they do. And that was answering them according to the idols of their heart as a form of judgment. Now, when you take a look, this is a cross-reference in 2 Thessalonians 2:11, where the Bible says, and for this cause God shall send them a strong delusion that they should believe a lie. Why? Because they did not love the truth. Anytime a person does not want to pursue the truth, the actual truth, God will send them a lie answering the idol of their heart. You also see this in 1 Kings 22, around there, in that neighborhood, where the prophet Saul, God sent a lying demon into the mouths of the prophets to lie to Ahab and call him into battle, which he ultimately died in. That was his judgment. Why? Because he never wanted to hear a word from God for real. So God gave him exactly what he wanted, but since it wasn't truth, God couldn't be the one that spoke it, so he had to send a lying demon, which ended up being Ahab's judgment. God will give people to the idols of their hearts if he has to, and that idol, those idols, many times are carried out by demons. All right, so keep this in mind before you try to go and push something that God doesn't want you to have. All right, hit follow. The deadline's 5 to 6 days away. If you struggle with being bold and telling people about Jesus, you want to learn about territorial spirits, answering arguments of atheists, and more, click the link in my story or bio to join this month's 3-day class.